Hey guys, Mr. Senior, we are going to get started with today's lesson. So what we're doing today is we're interpreting the solution of equations. So this is something that will help us understand our answers, and it's also going to be something that we focus on in 8th grade. So when we interpret the solution, we're basically determining what solution it is and if it's true or not. So the solution to an equation is when the variable is the value that will satisfy the equation for the variable. So one solution means there's only one number. So that's when we have something like this where x is equal to 3. Only one number, only 3 will make that equation true. If I were to plug 3 back into that equation where x is, 3 times 3 would equal to 9, and that would be true. Okay, so that's one solution when only one thing will make this true. So our next one is no solution. No solution is when you end up getting something that does not make sense. It is not true. Okay, you'll notice your variables ended up canceling out and you were left with just constants. You had a -4 is not equal to 5, right? Does -4 equal 5? No. So since -4 does not equal 5, it's not true. It's no solution. So infinite solution. This is where you get a constant equals a constant. So 5 equals 5. That is true. Okay, you notice the equations are also the exact same on both sides. So no matter what you plug in for x here, it'll be true. If I plug in 2 for x, 2 plus 5 is equal to 2 plus 5. Is that true? Yes. If I plug in 900, 900 plus 5 equals 900 plus 5. Is that true? Also yes. So infinite solutions, when you get a constant equals a constant, and it ends up being any number will satisfy this equation. All right, so a non-example here is just because something over here where you get x equals 0, x equals 0 is a solution. If I plug in 0, it will end up being true. -2 would equal -2 in this situation because 5 times 0 is 0, -2 equals -2. Just because I get x equals 0 does not mean it's no solution. No solution is only when the constants are not equal to each other. Okay, so just because we have x equals 0 like we do right here, this does not mean it's no solution. All right, so let's go through this. DeAndre simplified an equation as far as he could and determined that his equation has an infinite number of solutions. Which simplified equation leads DeAndre to his conclusion? So infinite solution, I'm going to come look right here because infinite solution, a equals a means it's going to be the same thing is equal to each other. So a equals a, you'll notice they're the same. So I need to look for something like that over here. So our choice A over here, x equals 4. X equals 4, that's saying we have one solution here because x equals 4, it equals one number. 4 equals 4. Oh, I know that's true. 4 equals 4. That makes sense. And I know that's also infinite because it's the same number equals the same. They equal each other. So I know B is a choice. I'm still going to go through and just make sure. So 4 equals 5. I know that's not true because that's no solution. And then I know x equals 0 is one solution. It equals a number. And that means 4 equals 4 was our answer. So go ahead and pause your video. You're going to work on the one on the right. All right, so one on the right. Danissa simplified an equation as far as she could and determined that her equation has no solutions. Which simplified equation leads Danissa to this conclusion? So we're looking for no solution, which means I'm looking for right here, meaning a number is not equal to the other number. So I'm looking for numbers that are different. So A, x equals 4. I know it's one solution. That's saying x is equal to something. It's not A. B, 4 equals 4. That's a number equals itself, which would be infinite. 4 equals 5. I know this is not true. 4 does not equal 5. That does not make sense, which would be no solution. And then x equals 0. That is one solution. So our answer here is C. All right, moving on. What type of solution does this equation have? So for this one, I have to go solve it. Okay, so I'm going to go solving use what we practiced the last couple days. First, I need to distribute. I'm going to distribute here. 9x is equal to 3 times 3, which is 9x plus 4. Now I need to get my variables on the same side. I see that x is all by itself on the left, so I'm going to go ahead and subtract this 9x over here. I end up getting 0 equals 4. My variables are gone. 9 minus 9x is 0. There's nothing there anymore. 0 equals 4. Does 0 equal 4? No, 0 does not equal 4. So as a result, we are going to have no solution. Okay, this what we have here is a false statement. 0 does not equal 4. That's not true. So we still need to solve like we would normally solve this. We want to get that variable term away from that constant. And then we're going to solve from there. We just happen to have no variable left. which gave us 0 equals 4, which is not true. So go ahead and pause your video. You're going to work on the one on the right. All right, so one on the right, I'm going to build a wall. 10x is equal to, let me distribute, 8x plus 6. So 10x is equal to 8x plus 6. Let's go ahead and solve for x like we normally would. I need to get the variable term all by itself. So I'm going to subtract this. 2x is equal to 6. X by itself. X is equal to 3. So here I see I did get a solution. X is equal to 3. And I know because it is that one number that makes this true, this becomes one solution. So sometimes we'll have to solve to determine. Sometimes we can just look at answers. Other times we'll have other things we can do. But in this case, we needed to go and solve. All right, moving on. What type of solution does this equation have? So same thing, we need to go solve this. I'm going to build a wall. I need to get my variable terms on one side. It doesn't matter which way you do this here. I'm going to subtract this 14x over to here. That becomes a 0 pair. That's gone. I'm just have negative 3 equals 3. Because I have those 0 pairs, my variables are now gone. They're completely gone. Negative 3 is equal to 3. Is that true? Nope, negative 3 is not equal to 3. So as a result, we have no solution. So go ahead and pause your video and do the one on the right. All right, so we have 7x plus 25 is equal to 25 plus 7x. I'm gonna go solve this. I need to get all my variables on one side. I'll subtract the 7x. I now have 0 is equal to, or 0 plus 25 is equal to 25 plus 0, or just 25 equals 25. So 25 is equal to 25. I know that's true because I have 25 on both sides of my equal sign here. I know this is infinite. Another way you might have recognized this is 7x plus 25 is the same thing as 25 plus 7x because 7x is positive on both spots as well as 25 is positive. It's the same thing. The numbers were just flipped around. All right, so that's all we have for you guys today. So this can be difficult, especially with solving for variables on both sides, which is still new for you. So if you get stuck on this, go ahead and join my tutorial. I'll help you through this, help you with your independent practice. So make sure you are there if you get stuck. All right, guys, have a great day.